Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. Before we get into the action, just a quick reminder that today we are actually diverting from the campaign for a few weeks to explore the lands of Wymsoltin for a few episodes. Reggie here has put together a one-shot, as the heroes sitting around the table with me will face a cataclysmic style event. In this adventure, we will all be playing level 20 characters who have adventured together before splitting and going their separate ways to each oversee a region and protect the world from evil. Reggie is going to give us some insight into the world of Wymsoltin and kick off the introductions.
Welcome, everyone, to the world of Wymsoltin, an ancient world infused with old and forgotten magics. To the north is the region of Ordiscon, a mountainous region in a constant state of winter. To the east is Euroa, a swampland that is in the state it's in due to overflowing with raw magical energy. To the south lies Doplacia, a harsh and unforgiving desert that is quite the opposite to Euroa, due to it being the region with the least magical energy infused in it. The central region and capital of Wymsoltin is Thuria, the most magically stable region on the mainland. To the far east, away from the mainland, is the land of Umbria, home of draconian kind. This adventure will begin in Thuria as the party receives a message via sending from their old friend and current Archmage of Thuria, Willem Stonefellow.
Yes.
I was supposed to prepare something? Damn. Yeah.
Okay. So in Thuria, the area that the Archmage, or building rather, that the Archmage resides in is called the the Spire of the Cosmos. It's just this probably like 200-foot tall tower made of like just metal and stone, and you just reside at the top of it with your essentially like council members like beneath you and everything.
Oh, so far beneath me.
Yeah.
I just realized too how hillbilly I've been saying the names of your world. I was like, hey, babe, maybe you're from Doplacia. You said, I was like, that sounds so much better. Doplacia.
I'm from Euroa. I had to practice it. I'm sorry.
Where's Euroa?
It's right next to Thuria.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Moonlit,
Yeah, something close. Hello, my name is Alex Groves, and I usually play Agar, the Firbolg Druid, in our main campaign. For this one-shot, I will be playing Willem Stonefellow.
Keep that.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Alex Groves, and I usually play Agar, the Firbolg Druid, in our main campaign. For this one-shot, I will be playing Willem Stonefellow, Human Warlock, Archmage of Thuria, the grand capital city of Wymsoltin. Willem does not speak of his early years. Those who know him know he has no family to speak of, no pedigree, and began his life as a mage many years later than normal. When asked about his childhood, he politely changes subjects, but the very observant can see pain in his eyes. Despite this, Willem rose to become the highest-ranking magic user in Thuria. He is very friendly, and his slim 5'7" frame certainly is not intimidating. That said, you do not want to get on the wrong end of his staff.
Pretty much as you're kind of like waking up or whatever, since it's like the start of the day, you hear like a knock on the door, like your corridor, and shortly after, Nathane comes in. Nathane is this human-looking individual. He wears noble-esque clothes. During your adventuring time, you guys, I don't believe, would have met Nathane, but he's essentially the just the right hand of the Archmage, right hand of Willem. He is just the person that just like does all the like monotonous tasks, the stuff that isn't as important for like an Archmage to be doing, pretty much.
He's your administrator.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
And like main advisor.
Right.
He's HR.
Yep. Yeah. He's assistant regional manager.
Yeah, there you go.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Thank you, yes.
Nathane comes in, just says, "Sir, is today the day?"
I believe so.
Well, I will make the necessary preparations moving forward. Just whenever you're ready. And he just closes the door and leaves.
Thank you, Nathane.
I will say you in Umbria. I forget your character's name already. I forgot.
Sora.
All right. Sora, in Umbria, you are awoken from your sleep, and you hear ascending, and you can tell you haven't heard this voice in a while. It's your old friend Willem. Probably haven't heard him in maybe like 5-6 years, something like that. He's just an old adventuring friend of yours. And you hear him speaking of a coming threat that is upon Wymsoltin, and he is asking for your assistance, and he lets you know that he's going to ask the others as well. And the others are the other two adventurers that you were with all those years ago, just old friends of yours.
Okay, so she's thinking to herself, this is a voice I haven't heard in a very long time. And now I'm ready, because I've been longing to get back into battle.
Okay.
And they need me. So I'll send a response to Willem. Let me know where and when, and I will be there.
Okay. Now cutting over to...
Wait, then Willem was like, shit, I gotta cast something again. 'Cause...
I didn't say the where or the when.
Thuria,
would you like to give a brief description of your character? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, this is Jenna Groves, and I'll be playing Sora the Spirited, a 7-foot-tall, red, dragonborn rune knight fighter. She is the champion of Umbria, owner of Sora's Tavern, and an advanced instructor at the world-renowned Umbrian Fighting Academy. Sora has a quick temper and never leaves home without her flail, warhammer, and trusty tankard of ale.
So cutting over to Everyn.
Hey everyone, This is Alex Reid. I'm playing Everyn. He is an Asmar ranger who is roughly 6'4". His skin is more of that of like a drow elf. It's a very dark purple. He has his trusty Drake companion Zenyr, who is an acidic dragon that he can ride, and basically we're using the stat blocks of a young black dragon for him.
You are out circling the Moonlit Refuge on your companion, and you get caught off guard, like harshly caught off guard as you're like high in the sky making your normal rounds. And you hear ascending from your old friend Willem. You haven't seen him in like 6 years, 5-6 years, something like that, and he gives a brief description of a coming threat to Wymsoltin, and he's asking for your assistance.
I'm assuming he learned from his previous sending too, and he told me that we're meeting in Thuria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have said that. He would have told you as well. The meeting point is Thuria.
So, as he's, as Everyn's riding Zenyr, his Drake companion, up in the sky, he kind of pauses for a moment and listens, kind of pats Zenyr on the neck and just says, well, it looks like we have a little bit of a journey in front of us, friend. And he kind of takes a moment, collects his thoughts, and then replies back to Willem and just says, you have Zenyr and I. We will be on our way shortly. We'll see you soon, friend.
Can your dragon speak?
He can speak with me, I believe.
Okay. Well,
unless you want to give him the ability to speak, since it's the same stat block.
Everything sounds good to me.
Yeah.
We'll say he can speak.
He just says, where are we?
It's not dragon tales, okay?
He speaks to you in Draconic, but you can understand it just innately. He says, where do we go?
Thuria. We're headed for Thuria. Let's finish this pass real quick and let the higher ups in the Moonlit Refuge know that we'll be leaving for a little while, and make sure that they can set up shop and take care of any sentry or that type of watch that we typically take, and we'll be on our way.
Do you want me to fly there? It's a long flight.
We'll take breaks. We'll make sure that you don't wear out.
Jim, as you're in Euroa, he's kind of doing your daily rounds for the day. I say daily rounds for the day.
I mean,
no, it makes sense.
It does. Daily rounds for the day.
You get caught off guard, and you kind of like halt in your tracks as this voice kind of surprises you in your head. You don't recognize it at first, but as this voice, keeps talking, you recognize it as your old friend Willem. You haven't seen him in probably like 5 to 6 years.
Frenemy, let's be honest.
Yeah. Old acquaintance Willem. And he tells you of a coming threat to Wymsoltin, and he is asking for your assistance with it. And he is asking you to meet in Thuria as soon as possible.
Yeah, he would just halt, and his eyes kind of twitching a little, like remembering all the past and having to deal with him again.
As you're kind of like standing there, like having a conniption, just one of the lizard folk in Euroa, just like carrying something back to the main town, just says, "You good or?"
I'm fine. I have some business. I just turn around and walk away.
He scratches his head. And you can just hear him like mumbling to himself as you're walking away.
I'd like to really quick add as canon that Willem did go through a very long list of people after these two. And I just got dial tone because they're all dead.
It was like gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah, there you go.
Then he reached Sphinx and was like, "Oh." And that's Jimminy.
I guess I'll call him a little iguana.
Okay.
I'm a giant gecko, thank you.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
So, probably in total, it takes all of you in total like maybe a week. It takes you the longest to get there since you're across the ocean and everything.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to describe my character?
Yes, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Let's go back. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All good.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Gosh. Hi, I'm Jessica Reid. I am playing Lord Jimminy Caldonea of Euroa. But I just like to go by Jim.
Right.
Don't call me that.
Okay.
I am a 2 feet tall kobold rogue. I have grayish brown skin that has different stripes, like different colors of browns of stripes and spots to be able to blend in with trees naturally. I mostly have kept myself over the years and just reside within Euroa with all the other lizard folk and help maintain the daily tasks and duties and just kind of keep low key,
Right.
So that's Jim.
Cool.
Jim doesn't like to hide in trees and scare people.
No.
For no reason.
Just
hides in the swamp.
Hold on. But if you get too close,
Won't be a problem.
It's so cute. Sora's over there
growling sounds.
Hey, you!
Those are the growling sounds. Of Jimminy, the devil in the trees.
Jim.
That's
like Jimminy.
I'm going to be like,
That's
Jimminy
a cool
Marie.
title. That's a cool title. Just the devil in the trees. or
Right.
Devil of the trees.
Like it.
Yeah, that's what you should have been. You should have just had that as your title, what their nickname is.
Devil in the trees.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with all the introductions
It's my
out of the way,
unofficial title.
we are going to cut over to Thuria. So it takes you all probably about a week to get there. You more so, it takes you a week since you're across the ocean.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to sail there, and sailing across the ocean. There's a port on the Emerald Expanse.
Mm-hmm.
There's a port that leads right to Thuria. So you just sail right to there.
Perfect.
But yeah, after a week, all of you are there. But yeah, you all arrive. I'll say you arrive first on your dragon. But yeah, do you want to fly above the city, just go over the walls and land in the city, or just land on the ground and walk in through the main gate?
I think he would, knowing where Willem is, fly as close as he can get to the tower, and then land at the base and approach.
Right. So as you fly over the walls, you catch all the guards on the walls off guard. They're like, "What the hell?" And you can hear them all aiming crossbows and ballista at it. And then the head guard is like, "Stand down, damn it!" And you hear someone yell "Warn us next time!"
He's just gonna continue flying.
But yeah, you land at the base of the spire. As Everyn lands, since you are the Archmage, you are kind of just innately connected to the city, so you can tell when whenever people are leaving or entering the city. You can sense a very familiar presence entering the city, and you can tell it's Willem. I mean, it's two very familiar presences, and you can tell it's Everyn and his dragon companion.
So you feel a disturbance in the force.
There you
go. So knowing he's here, and I figured I'm at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
Willem will just jump on his carpet of flying, and just quickly zoom down to meet him below.
Okay. As that's happening, Jim, you are now arriving at the front gates. You know where Willem resides at the Spire of the Cosmos, and you know where it is. It's just probably like an hour walk from the main gates to get to the Spire of the Cosmos, since it's in like the center of the city. So pretty much
straight there.
Pretty much as
No eye contact.
Everyn is landing, you get there like probably like a minute later. So like as you're flying down, you can see Everyn and Jim like at the bottom.
Yeah, I immediately point at Jem and gods, arrest that kobold!
I was waiting for
Oh, Willem,
No, not really.
you have not changed.
And then sneak attacks.
One bit.
I was gonna say, I was waiting for that. I point at him and go, Avada Kedavra!
You just hear my growling clicks as I approach.
You're just already
Brr.
clicking.
I don't even know how to do it.
Oh gosh. It's horrifying.
It's terrible. It's a terrible impression.
So yeah, I think as he's coming down, he would just yell out, "Friends!"
Right. Nathane, as you are going down, he pretty much meets you there, and he opens like the door to the Spire of the Cosmos. He just says, "You two, I don't believe we've met. I'm an associate of your friend Willem.
Oh,
I am Nathane." And he outstretches a hand.
good to meet you, Nathane. And he'll reach out and shake his hand and look over and goes, Jim.
Jim, put it there.
I suppose. And he
There you
shakes
go.
your hand.
There you go. Good fella.
Is your pet friend?
This is
I am not a pet.
my traveling
I'm
companion.
aware.
Oh, okay. Just want to be clear.
This is Zenyr.
I get
He's
confused.
my traveling companion. Jimminy, you remember Zenyr. He's grown from your size to quite larger since we've last met.
Were the guards aware a
Beautiful.
dragon was going to be flying over the walls into the city?
Oh, that would be a question for Willem. I was summoned by him, so came straight here at his
No
behest.
matter. As this conversation is concluding, you're now probably like 50 feet from him.
I didn't like the way he talked to you.
Appreciate the support, Jim.
He would come down as he got lower to the ground. You would, he'd, Everyn, Jem, Zenyr, so good of you to come. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet, guy. I got that message.
Where is your other companion, sir?
Hey, she is coming from Umbria. I'm sure it will take her a little longer.
Do not offer to just teleport her here.
Nathane, that's no concern of yours. You have duties to complete. Go about your business.
Yes, sir. And you just see him just walk back into the Spire of the Cosmos.
And when he gets away, I will. Nathane is my
It's a little mouthy.
associate, assistant. He does mean well.
You just see that as that
Can't find
took
good
place,
help around here, huh?
Everyn grabbed his tunic and was pulling it up, trying to hide a smirk behind it, laughing a little.
Okay, so as you all are concluding your welcoming and everything, an hour later, best place for you to probably go and meet and talk and everything would be the Spire of the Cosmos, since that's essentially your home and for all intents and purposes. And in there, Nathane is the main one who is he's your speaker in a sense. So this whole event, it's not being orchestrated by him. It's just the details. You essentially instructed him to just tell the details to the party.
Gotcha.
Sora, as you're sailing here, you're probably 5 days out, and you can see a flash on your boat, like a portal being conjured up.
Oh, finally.
And stepping through an unfamiliar face.
Oh.
You can see this probably 5'8" humanoid with swept back hair. He's like an old looking fellow, holding his hands behind his back in a noble sense. And he just shouts, "A Sordor of Umbria on this vessel."
There's a Sora.
Sora.
That's who you're looking for. And who are you?
Good help.
I come on behalf of the Archmage, your friend Willem.
Oh, yeah, he called me.
Would you like to continue your voyage? He looks up and looks around and looks in the direction of the mainland. Seems you are quite a ways away from the mainland.
Well, if we can get this party started faster, let's go.
I'm afraid your boat won't arrive, but you will.
That's fine. They know where to go. I'm sure there's a tavern waiting for them.
Well then, by all means, madam. And he just gestures towards the portal.
No, you first.
Very well. And he walks through.
Perfect. She follows after.
Okay. So when you follow through, you arrive in the inside of the Spire of the Cosmos resembles kind of like outer space in a sense, like the walls and everything, like it's kind of just like a starry, like twilight looking sky. And you arrive in like the central corridor of it, just like on the first floor. And coming through the door, you can see your friends, like your old adventuring buddies.
Oh, this is fancy. Hello, friends.
Zora!
Sora, thank you so much for coming.
I'm gonna go on over and give her a hug like kobolds do.
Hey, no.
Yeah, she's definitely reaching down to pick you up.
Oh
giving
my
you a big ol'
gosh.
hug.
I've missed you. I hope you're well.
Yes, doing very well.
Oh,
but
good.
happy to see you guys again.
Yeah, we should get this party started. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Sora. Glad to see you arrived well.
You as well, Everyn. Always nice to see your dragon Zenyr.
Of course.
Aw.
And he'll kind of come over and like Zenyr likes everybody in the party, so he's not like standoffish to anybody.
Not gonna spray acid on us.
Nope.
Does Zenyr know Draconic?
He does.
Good
Too
to
bad I can't speak it.
Sora knows it.
Yeah.
Everyone does too.
I don't know. That's so weird to me, isn't it?
Is
Like a-
Nathane here as well at
Yeah,
this point?
he's
Okay.
standing aside, letting you guys get your introductions off the way.
Yeah. Everyone, I know a couple of you have met him already, but this is Nathane. He is my valued associate, and I could not get by day to day without him. So, Nathane, if you could please tell everyone why we've brought them here.
Of course. So, as I'm sure Willem has told you all, there is a dire threat approaching Wymsoltin. This threat is a threat that this world has never seen before. You've all taken care of, evil things in the past, but nothing like this. And, he wouldn't have called you if it wasn't dire. But you know all this. This threat's name is Orelak, a ancient monstrosity that is hell-bent on destroying the world as we know it. We know of this creature's existence because we've essentially, throughout the years, have been collecting these fragments of, we don't necessarily know if they're fragments of him or if they're fragments of some otherworldly power that can control him or summon him or what. There are 5 of these pieces and they are called primal hearts. These primal hearts, when they are together, when they're formed, create this item, this artifact of renown called the Heart of Creation. With the Heart of Creation, you can use it to enact anything you wish. Anything that you can think of or imagine will come to pass. And our goal is to lock these hearts away and either destroy them somehow or spread them through the nations of Wymsoltin so that they're never fully present. Currently, Wymsoltin has 4 of them, and we do not know where the 5th one is currently, and that's what we're trying to work on. The hope is that if all 5 are secure somewhere, then it would be next to impossible for the Heart of Creation to be formed. And we are taking measures to prevent that. Currently, one of them is in is underneath Thuria in our Grand Vault, and it is being watched over by yours truly, and he gestures over to Willem, along with the most powerful guards Wymsoltin has to offer, or powerful fighters Wymsoltin has to offer, besides you all, of course. The only complication is that we do not know where the last one is. That's the starting point, at least. Finding out where this last one is.
Do we have any ideas or inklings of where to begin looking for this?
Truthfully, we were lucky to come across the other 4. What we know of the hearts is that they can either be found in their pure raw form or forged from the essence of some sort of powerful being. That's where we are right now.
And you may ask yourselves why I called upon all of you, the other great heroes of Thuria, have all fallen in the pursuit of these items. So you are the greatest in Wymsoltin, and truly the last hope we have to find this, and that's why I've called.
Indeed. The main place we've been sending these adventurers, we sent a few of them to Umbria, but they never made it across the ocean, or we haven't heard word from them. We sent them to the Abyss of Matralis. None of them have returned. We've sent a few to Serpent's Way. Haven't heard any word from them. And we've sent a few to the Obsidian Apex. All hopes of whether or not they are alive are kind of gone at this point.
I've reached out to them as I've reached out to you, and I cannot reach them, so it does not look good.
Sora, you came from Umbria, correct?
Yes, and we had heard of strange rumors of ships that were supposed to be landing that never made it.
And you made it across safely, then?
Well, our voyage was interrupted by a portal. Otherwise, I don't know what might have happened. So how many pieces are there total?
5.
5. And you have 1 here.
1 here, and throughout the other nations, all the other nations have 1 as well.
Well, Willem, where would you think we should start?
I suppose, best expression is pick your poison. Which land or which area do you wish to go to?
Can Everyn maybe make like a history or some type of check to see if he's heard of anything strange happening in the Obsidian Apex, since it's near the Moonlit Refuge?
Yeah. Go for it.
9 for history.
Nah, you tend to stay away from the Obsidian Apex. You know it's a dangerous place. You know that a dangerous creature resides there, and because of that, you stay away from there. You and everyone in the Moonlit Refuge kind of, if you have to sail to anywhere, you avoid sailing past the Obsidian Apex.
Okay.
I would assume with him being up there, that is probably also the source of some of his income is, helping out ships that go near there to make sure that he spots them and make sure that they survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
With everything he knows, can Willem do like an insight check or something to think if he can pinpoint where he feels the best?
Yeah, go for it.
I know I should have done insight, not history, but
15.
Serpent's Way doesn't really make sense because to you it doesn't really make sense because yes, there are like powerful things and dangerous things there, but there's not like one like prime entity that will be able to be powerful enough to like forge or create or use like fuel something like a primal heart.
But you said that Obsidian Apex had something powerful that lived there, right?
Yeah. And you know that in the Abyss of Matralis, you know that the Kraken resides there. Matralis is the name of the Kraken that resides there.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. We don't have time to go to 4 different nations.
Well, I feel like
We could always draw twigs.
I feel like the Abyss of Naturalist is close enough to Umbria that could be what's affecting ships going across there that go missing too. If he, if Naturalist gets a little froggy and decides to, take a little jaunt.
What of that Grim Isle? Is that something we need to worry about?
Did we send people to the Grim Isle?
No, you haven't.
So not on our radar. All right.
I imagine we're standing in front of like a big map of
Can Sora do
Wymsoltin.
what kind of check would Sora do to see if she's heard any more in her tavern of people talking in Umbria? Is that like an insight or?
You said of people talking in Umbria?
Mm-hmm.
In her tavern.
In my tavern that I own there. So maybe besides just the rumors of the ships not making it.
Either history or insight. What are you trying to get exactly, though?
Just whether there's something. I mean, we know Obsidian Apex has something powerful enough. Is Umbria also?
Oh, Umbria, no check needed.
Okay.
Umbria being the homeland of like draconian kind.
Mm-hmm.
There you have like Thuria has like some sort of grand council. Umbria has a grand council as well, and everybody on the council are ancient dragons.
Got it.
So one of them could be shady.
Definitely wouldn't put it past her. Weird dragons, after all.
You do know that. Make a quick history check with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you do know that years and years ago, before you were even born, there was this tale of somebody on the council going rogue and essentially leaving Umbria, and it was an ancient red dragon that left, and they left Umbria, and nobody knows where he went.
See the Ruby Dawn.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wasn't my ancestor.
I mean, out of game, he dead. Because that was the last one shot we did. But in game, we don't know that.
Yeah.
Because he transformed into that ridiculously amazing.
I mean, we could play the old eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Well, what's closest to Thuria? What's the fastest route?
They're like equal. There's no like.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thuria is like in the central, like this very heart of the mainland. So everything is kind of like offshore is kind of like equal distance.
Would we like to
What do you
visit
think,
the council, or should we head to the Apex? Where would you guys like to go?
Well, we ruled out 2 of them, right? We don't think anything's gonna happen.
Right.
Did you relay that to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Serpent's
Way.
Serpent's Way. Absolutely.
Yep, and the Grim Isle. Both of those are out.
Oh, I thought it was the Naturalist. Grim Isle 2, just because no one was sent there,
Yep.
even though we don't know what's there.
All right.
It was
East
a
or
good
west?
thought, Jim.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
East. Let's go to Umbria. Or the Abyss of Matros. We go east.
I landed on East with my coin flip.
So you're going to Umbria?
Yeah, I mean, I can go see that tavern you built up and see how you've been doing. You know,
Absolutely. We'd love to have you.
haven't caught up in a little while, so
Okay.
I'm all down for drinking.
Everybody make intelligence saving throws real quick.
Oh God.
Saving throws?
Yeah. As you're exiting the Spire of the Cosmos.
Can it be a Dex saving throw?
Maybe.
12 for Willem.
Is it a magical
wait.
factor spell?
Yes.
Okay, so I had a bit advantage. That's literally cocked though. Sorry.
That's good.
9 for Sora.
Okay.
18 for Everett.
Okay.
So it says advantage against spells and magical effects, and then it says +1 on saves. That's not already included in the pluses. Is that right?
Well, it's a +1 on your saves, right?
Yeah, it says +1 on saves, and then I have for like an intelligence save +7, so it'd be +8. No?
I think it's just +7.
You see that? Never mind. I'll just do +7. 23.
Okay.
22. Sorry.
So as you all are exiting the Spire of the Cosmos, who got the highest? You got it.
Gem.
22.
Okay. So as you're exiting, somebody on the outside, kind of catches your eye. Like you feel like pulled to them in a way.
Mm-hmm.
This individual kind of like a not like a dirty cloak, but just like a not so great looking cloak, kind of like in rags.
Like faded.
Yeah. This individual with like a faded cloak with like just like with a wooden staff to his side, just like kind of staring at the party.
Staring. I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
Is it a sir?
Yeah.
Sir, I see you looking over at my party here. Is there anything of concern to you?
You all just seem very familiar.
Oh, well, we have familiar faces. How can I help you?
I was just wondering what you were all doing in the Spire.
Oh, well, we're conversing with our adventurers. You know, we're reminiscing on old times.
Old times.
Mm-hmm. We go way back. Way back. Way back. Way
back.
Way back.
Way back then, I'm sure
Way
you
back.
know. What are you trying
Sure,
to...
we know who. We know what?
Way back then, I'm sure you know.
Know what?
That's exactly what I said.
Oh. I don't do well with
Insight
riddles.
I mean, do the rest of us see this now, or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, you all see it. Jim walked off.
And
walk
where are we
by the
exactly?
way.
You're just at like the front entrance of the Spire.
So there are guards there.
Yeah, like right in front of the Spire, probably. But Jim walked like 30 feet off to the side, and she's talking to this like disheveled-looking old man.
It's a he. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Sora's just talking to the guards. She
Did you-
had the lowest one.
27 for my insight
What are
into
you
what he means by "then you know."
I mean, you think he knows something that you don't,
Yeah, caught on to that.
No.
Caught on to that.
but you don't really gain much more besides that.
Okay.
You too. You're a part of them, eh?
Oh, Everyn. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As someone who claims to know us, you would think you would realize that pretty quickly.
Well, you know, being old, memory kind of fades in and out. What do you all seek being back in Thuria?
Well, we were called here to help stop a coming event.
What is that?
Willem's going to approach at this point. And do the guards see me, since this is my home, I guess?
Yeah.
He's going to motion them to kind of move in towards this interloper.
Okay, yeah. The guards do that.
Yeah, not nothing, but what business do you have here?
Am I not allowed to speak to people in the city?
You're asking questions.
I am. Indeed.
What business do you have here?
I was just asking about what you all are going to do with them all being back in Thuria. You all meeting in the Spire of the Cosmos.
Everyn is going to kind of step between Willem and this figure and kind of turn his back and whisper to Willem and just say, do you think he has knowledge? I feel like he has some type of information. Should we mention what are they again? The primordial heart?
Primal hearts.
The primal hearts to him?
And Willem's going to shake his head no.
He's going to nod and just turn and take a step back behind Willem.
And Sora's she realizes she was talking to the guards and they were called over, so she just comes up behind everybody, just standing tall with her arms crossed. She doesn't know what's going on, but she's there if you need her.
Just
What's
to be
your
clear,
name?
I rolled a 27 for stealth for my whisper to make sure that
Yeah.
they couldn't hear it.
Friend, if you have information for us or something you need to tell us, please speak now.
Information on what exactly the business you were speaking of in the Spire? Or other information? I know a lot of things. What would you like to know?
Your name.
My name?
Yes. How do we address you, sir?
You can call me sir.
Well, that's not amongst friends now, is it?
I wanted to call us friends.
I'm Jim.
Nice to meet you, Jim. Nice to meet you, Everyn, Sora, Willem.
Oh, so you
You know
clearly
me?
know us.
I don't know who doesn't.
Well, that's true.
Well, let's try to maintain some... What's the word I'm looking for?
Decorum?
Yeah.
No,
Humble?
Sure.
Humbleness? There's not a
didn't
humble
care.
bone in Sora's body.
I was like, that doesn't sound right, though, because I wouldn't do that either.
Friend, it is just odd that we are exiting the tower and you have all these questions for us. We don't know who you are, so it is just...
Are you an adventurer?
In a sense, I used to be.
Okay, well, speak plainly while you're here, because we have something we need to do.
Are you familiar with primal arts?
Jim,
Well, indeed.
You are.
That's what you were speaking of in there, correct?
Jim,
I'm having a bit of an issue. What, Everyn? You just... Zenyr needs you. I'm having a bit of an issue here. Alright.
Zenyr's about to eat you. Shut your mouth, Willem.
We weren't sure where to go. What would be the best place for us to, take these down?
Take these down.
Yeah, save the world.
Save the world.
Again, this is like the third or fourth time. I'm getting old here. A little help is much needed nowadays.
Well, your options are what?
Umbria or Obsidian of
Jim,
Apex.
we don't know this person.
He seems like a trustworthy fella.
He's not saying it. He's not giving us anything.
No.
Well,
Why
he's
are we
not
giving
yet.
him everything?
Jim,
Willem has basically turned away and just walked away at this point.
I don't know. He seems familiar.
Jim-
I get a...
Jim, come on, we've got to get ready to leave.
Well,
I don't pull
you
towards
hear
people
as
normally,
you're walking away,
Uh-huh.
and kind of, are you like pulling the guards back as well? Or are you leaving them there?
I'm just walking off to the side because this person is just randomly asking us questions about stuff that we don't know who they are, and our kobold friend has decided just to spill every bean there is.
You hear
Just like,
Just
okay.
a couple beans,
a voice in your head,
Uh-huh.
his voice,
Okay.
and you hear your answers lie at the apex.
Can I communicate back to this person? Okay.
In his head.
Friend, I appreciate this. Our interaction has been quite strange so far. Who are you?
A guide, in a sense.
He's a dragon.
And I want to roll insight on
Why do I feel like this is...
18.
You don't think he has any real reason to be deceitful.
Okay.
You think he is being truthful for the most part, but it's hard to read this individual.
Mm-hmm.
Like he hasn't been speaking plain. He's been speaking in riddles. He essentially cut off his part of the conversation to speak to you directly, and you think that's the main reason why you feel like he's being truthful in a sense.
Okay. Okay, I will address the rest of the group then. Our friend has just spoken to me, and I feel as though, in his own way, is trying to guide us to where we should look next.
Oh,
Where's that?
The Obsidian Apex.
ha ha ha.
Yes, so I believe we should. I believe what he
Tricks
said,
of
though I don't understand his motives completely. I feel as though we should make our way there.
Tom,
Tom?
not your name. All right. Sir still? Just sir?
Sir
Alright.
Tomfoolery?
Thank you, sir.
If you survive the trials ahead, I will tell you my name.
Ralph.
Is there like a secure place, not like a jail, but like a secure place? I mean, it don't look that great.
He looks a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
Probably have a extra room or some
Yeah, is there a
showers
bit like
or-
a secure place in the tower that he could stay without getting into all the funky stuff?
Yeah, but he says, I'm okay. Being in the confines of somewhere like that, I'm not too keen to.
Have a feeling you'll know if we return. And we will meet you here if we do.
If we meet again, it will be destined. If we don't, then our time is done here.
Gary.
In the
Good guess.
meantime,
Almost.
if you need anything, come here and ask for Nathane. And he can help you if something would come out. But I do look forward to speaking to you again. Onward to the Apex.
Okay. So you know that it's about like a 5-day journey to the Apex because you have to either go through like Douglasia or Ordiscon to get to like the coast to where you have to go to like get across the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ocean voyage is probably about like 3 days. It's not too long on the ocean. But you know, I'm gonna say like as the Archmage and like all of you know, since you all have traveled all across Wymsoltin, you know exactly where it is. So Nathane could either teleport you there or you could teleport them there.
Yeah, well, let's teleport.
Okay.
That's a 2-week trip without any kind of encounter. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess is there a part like a place in the tower that
Yeah, the first floor kind of functions as like a teleportation pad.
Okay.
Or a teleportation circle, not pad.
what time of day is it right now?
Like midday.
Friends, we can make a quick journey of this. It is midday. Do we want to leave today or do you tomorrow? What is best for all of you?
Quicker I can get back to my clan, the better. So I'm down for today.
My swamp clan.
Agreed. I am ready to return
You
to my
got a
tavern
business.
and
Yeah, we're all busy.
teaching. So
Oh,
I'm ready.
teaching
I have
too.
everything with me that I need.
I'm ready.
All right.
Nathane just says, where to, sir?
We are going to the Obsidian Apex.
I wish you all luck. He
Still
on the
don't trust
floor,
that
just
guy.
like with like some like magical knife, just carves a sigil into the ground, and afterwards he casts a spell to like activate the teleportation circle, then get you all there. You all are there in like another minute after like all the spell work and everything's done. So arriving at the Obsidian Apex, it's a like volcanic mountainous region. So you are all kind of like instantly bombarded with like the smoke and just like soot in the air and everything like that. You guys make Constitution saving throws.
I'm sorry, while we're doing this, did Jim just say that they still don't trust that guy after spilling like everything to
Yeah,
them?
pretty much. 22 for Willem.
I was talking about Nathane.
19 for
Oh,
Sora.
okay. That was my question. 16.
Okay.
Nat 20, 24.
Okay, so you all luckily succeed. Breathing in the air here, it is a little like it's kind of like breathing in like tiny shards of glass just from like everything in the air. So it hurts for the most part, but your body quickly adjusts to it. So really here, the only way to go on the Obsidian Apex is like up. It's literally just like a giant volcano. That's all it is. Like you have probably like 100 feet of like just like flat land for like the coastline and everything. Then it's just the volcano going up.
Okay. Willem's on his carpet flying, so
right, yeah.
you'll notice Willem rarely touches the ground. He is pretty much always just standing and
Have little hover boots too if he gets off the carpet.
featherball.
Okay.
Use his staff to push himself along.
So you guys make no survival checks needed because if both of you are flying, you can see the top of it pretty easily, and there's nothing like in the way besides like the smoke and everything.
And I could take.
Well,
Sora's
Sora.
a big gal.
Yeah.
Well, not in a bad way. I'm just saying.
No, she
7
is.
foot tall.
Mhm.
No, yeah.
But like, I could have Gem
Yeah.
hop up on the.
I mean, your
carpet too.
dragon can probably carry someone else.
I was gonna say, I think a dragon could probably carry 2 people.
So yeah,
So-
you guys can all like easily like fly up the top. As you guys are flying up the top, you can see like already from here, like this mountain. It's not like crazy tall for like a large mountain. It's probably like 5,000 feet tall total. So it takes maybe like 3 hours, something like that, to like get to the top. As you guys are like flying up, you can already see it's strange because it's not like like for around like this time of year, it's not, the volcano isn't necessarily supposed to be like this active, but you can already see like from the top like lava and like magma like spewing and like going down the sides of the mountain and everything like that. So you think with like no check like necessary, something is odd, something is off. And you can, from this point, all of you make perception checks real quick.
Yes. Oh. It's a nat 1, but it's a 14.
Well, dang, plus 13 to
5.
perception.
11 for Willem.
5
Oh.
for Sora.
I had to make sure.
21.
Not paying attention
So
to anything.
with a
She's just on a
21,
dragon, chilling.
looking at the top, like to where you're going, you can see what looks like something come out of the top of the volcano and kind of like grab the side of it.
What did a 14 do? Nothing. I see nothing.
Yeah, it's the smoke and everything's obscured.
Everin,
I'm holding onto Willem's waist, just like I can't deal with heights. Not this high.
Willem is thinking, if something comes at us, how quickly could I throw Gem at it as a snack and get the fuck out of here?
and as this is happening, you just hear Everin shout out about what looks like some type of movement gripping the side of the volcano.
Your Drake goes, Mama?
By the way,
No,
I do
Sora's
have
like, calm
blind
down.
sense, so if I can hear within 10 feet, I know where creatures are.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I-
You're
How far away from are we?
probably like, at this point, probably like 700, 800 feet.
for a while.
You can't see shit.
Willem would like to basically just start ascending straight up.
I just have
Like, not
blind
like going at an
sense
angle,
of
just
the
straight
Yeah,
up. Okay.
straight up. So
Just
kind of keep a
down.
distance from the top of the volcano, but
Right.
see if you can see down into.
Okay. So doing that, you'll probably be like a good like 400 feet from like the rim of the volcano,
Mhm.
and
Gem just
you'll
grips
probably
tighter.
be like 100 feet above it. So you'll have a good like angle to
Yeah.
see down. At that point, you make both of you, since you're on the carpet, make perception checks with advantage.
With advantage, say less.
With advantage, 19.
That is a 29.
Okay.
Woo.
So
Boom.
you don't see it as quickly. You do see it, but not as quickly as Jim. You can see. I don't know if you
Oh,
communicated
fuck,
it or
no.
not. You can,
I did. I yelled out the hand
Okay.
and the movement. That's why they went
Yeah.
up and we're looking
right.
closer.
So you can see the thing that he was talking about.
Yeah.
The hand like gripping the side of the volcano, and you can see at this point like another hand like grip the other side, and you can see something like pulling itself out of the volcano.
Okay, so
Oh, Willem.
how big are these hands?
Yeah.
We can't.
Very, very large.
We can't.
Shit. And
I poop
Like-
your carpet.
are they claws? Are they like
They're clawed.
people hands?
With I'll say with
little bunny
your-
hands,
I'll-
like a giant bunny. Is it a giant bunny?
Let
A giant
they
volcano
claws?
bunny.
Yes.
me look at it. Actually. It might be.
Oh my
Maybe.
god.
there's like a little pile that looks like deer turds behind
This is-
him.
Yeah.
He's trying to push it
I'll
off
say
with his
with
foot.
your
He's
check,
just-
you do see that later.
So sorry.
But being more kind of like in tune with magic and everything,
Mhm.
you can tell what type of creature it is. It's draconic in some kind.
Okay.
But the hands, they're kind of like black and cragged, and you can see kind of like in like the cracks, like red, like flowing lava or magma kind of spewing from them.
What?
So the most terrifying thing ever. I guess hasn't seen us.
You don't think so?
You don't think
You make a insight check.
Oh,
And now just
No.
those two see
just
us,
those two.
right?
Yeah, right.
Um,
We just saw them.
Dirty 20.
So you two make perception checks.
Oh
real
wait,
quick.
what do I need to make something? I'm sorry. With him?
Willem was wondering if it sees you
Oh,
guys or
gotcha.
not.
Never mind.
With your 20, it sensed you in a way, but directly seeing you, its head is, you can't see its head, but you think it's in some way sensed you.
can they see us? Like, can we see each other at this point?
Yeah.
And Sora rolled
Willem
a
looks down
dirty
over
20.
the side. I figured you guys are still low, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He looks down at you guys and does the hand across the throat, like,
No way, no how. Mm-hmm.
and then kind of motions away from the volcano.
I think he's telling us to go near them.
And starts to descend
Yeah, I think we
away
need
from
to-
the volcano.
Okay.
Until
Sora-
basically wants to descend away, basically until they can meet up where we are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. As you're kind of like descending, you guys are flying up at an angle to meet them. As you guys are doing that, it's probably going to take you like maybe, since I'm assuming you guys are hauling ass to get there at that point.
My
Mm-hmm.
carpet of flying can go 80 feet.
Okay. So
So-
pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's how fast my dragon can fly.
So probably like a few moments later, as you kind of get that plan together and as you guys are like beginning to converge, you can hear this like horrific like guttural roar come from the top of the volcano, and when it roars, you can see pretty much like meteorites and like chunks of magma just like fly off the volcano, and it's just hellfire like raining on all of you guys.
Nice.
Make
no.
dexterity saving throws.
Pass.
Done.
For you, you're on your dragon, so your dragon's going to be making it.
Well, wouldn't I have to make it to hold on to the dragon
Yeah.
too?
8 for Sora.
20.
Okay.
Would it be strength to hang on?
Yeah, it'd be like strength to hang on.
Oh shit, do I need to strength then?
Strength, yeah.
To hang on, to hang on to the flying carpet, yeah.
Okay, so strength.
I
Hold,
mean,
please.
either way.
Oh, so. But I'm flying the carpet.
For you, for the people like flying, it's dexterity to like get out of the way, but
Yeah,
for
yeah,
anybody
yeah.
trying to
Strength.
hang on, it's
Yeah, yeah.
strength.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, is sorry.
28 for Sora.
Okay.
16 for Willem.
28's a big difference.
Yep.
16, you easily dodge out of the way. You can see it coming, so you easily dodge out of the way.
Okay.
So that is one that I
23
can add
Okay.
on
for
there.
dex
Okay.
and 24 for my strength save.
Okay. Yeah, you just flawlessly just like dodge out of the way.
13 for strength.
Yeah, you barely hang on. Like you have to kind of like catch the side of the carpet because you almost fall off.
But
you-
I'm also pushing him off with my staff.
there you go.
The
yeah.
contested-
Disadvantage?
I
Oh,
can't
no.
have disadvantage.
But as you all like begin to like dodge out of the way, you can hear, like you can just see like more magma and everything coming your way. But you can hear this like loud like booming voice. Who enters my domain? Who wishes for death?
Willem's going to stop descending and start to not go towards the volcano, but just
I
ascend
immediately
higher
regret
again.
Okay.
the ride I'm on.
And we'll say,
Immediate regret.
Yeah.
I am Willem Stonefellow, Archmage of Thuria. And really loud. I'm going to scream it right.
And I'm Jim.
Sora, hold on.
Will do.
Everyn and Zenyr are going to try to, rather than continue up like Willem did, dip down and try to disappear into like the smoke and that stuff that you were saying was around the island, and try to come around to where they can kind of get, not necessarily flanking
We're
on
going to
it,
flank a volcano.
but like come up the side where he can't see,
Right.
and try to be close enough to listen to this conversation without being seen, type of thing.
Make a stealth check with
I
advantage.
think at this point they
No.
have like blind sense.
So I have
so
plus
I'm-
10 for
if
myself.
Jim
Sight
poops
or-
on my carpet.
One more
yes.
time. I already did.
Damn it.
Stealth check with advantage,
I
you said?
already did.
Mhm.
No, with advantage.
Yeah.
I
28.
break out my little
15.
Okay.
broom
So-
and dustpan.
Due to like all the smoke and everything covering you, and I mean just like the noise, like from this like entity's voice, and from just like the noise from like hellfire raining down, you're all able to successfully, successfully hide.
I was going to say, Sora, you probably, I think Zenyr, I don't think Drake companions can be ridden until they're like level like 16 or 17, so I don't think like when we were a party we probably would have done it. So you would have just like all of a sudden the wings just snap back along the body, and he
Yeah.
just turns and like torpedoes down into the smoke and then catches himself once we get in.
She is holding on for dear life.
But this voice says, "You four who are here, you challenged Ikron in his own domain. Make a history check."
All of us?
No, just
Oh.
sort of.
18 plus 6.
So 24.
Yes, sir.
Thinking back to the stories, Ikron is the name you heard from the rogue dragon that left Umbria.
Was a red dragon.
Ancient Reggie.
Ancient.
I don't think those claws look red. What happened to this dragon?
You can either make a Arcana or Nature check
Can Willem respawn?
Yes.
to Ikron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Ikram or
Ikron.
Ikron? Ikron, no one is challenging you. We are here trying to find something of great importance. We are not trying to challenge you whatsoever.
So, are you like, kind of like in the same position you were at, like getting,
We're farther away,
but
high, but as high as we go.
okay,
Yeah.
So I'll say you're probably like 800, or I think you were 800 feet away before. So you're probably like 900 feet away and
Yeah.
like 200 feet like higher. At this point, you can see like the full scale of this creature because he has like fully like clawed himself out of like the mouth of the volcano. He's not as big as the mouth of the volcano. He's probably like a third of the size, and clawing his way out, you can see that it has a draconian form. It has, two back legs, like two front arms, like wings, tail, and everything. You can tell it's draconian in a sense. And he looks up in your direction and says, "You are already in my territory."
We did not realize it was your territory. We did not know you were here. There's no way to communicate here. We arrived to try and find something. We mean you no harm. We do not mean you any disrespect whatsoever.
So you wish to take from a dragon's horde?
We did not say that. We were here in search of something. If we found it amongst your horde, we would be willing to trade for something more valuable.
This island is mine. This island is my horde. Everything on this island is mine, including you now.
What?
Your very lives are forfeit.
Well, I do not think so.
I think we're more valuable alive.
Absolutely.
Archmage of Thuria, your title means nothing here.
No, I was merely telling you who I am. We can attempt to work together towards something that could be mutually beneficial, or you could make another choice. It is up to you. You are truly more powerful than I, probably all of us put together.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because he is very hostile to you right now.
Sorry, I gotta keep looking at my things. I can't remember. You said persuasion
Yes.
with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, well that's a 22. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you see Ikron look up at you, and you can see that like his head kind of tilts to the side a little bit, and like you can tell he's thinking about it. After probably like the longest 10 seconds of your life, just sitting here like staring down this dragon, he says, "Whatever goals you wish, or whatever goals you have, will not align with mine. I do not care what you seek. You are here, so you shall die."
That is your choice. So be it.
So everybody roll initiative real quick.
And did Sora tell, like, Aaron and any of the others about Ikron and her realization?
Probably, or in this realization, I mean, you were gone. Like, you guys were already like diving down.
Okay.
You heard like his booming voice and everything, like say Ikron. That's when you realized who this person or who this dragon was.
Got it.
That's a
Zenyr goes on my turn, correct? Okay.
I would think so.
16.
Okay.
For Willem.
I rolled very shitty.
Sora rolled a 9.
I got 6 because I rolled a 3 and have a +3.
I rolled a 21. This is where we will end this week's episode, as the party has found themselves face to face with a hostile magma creature in the shape of a massive rogue dragon, Ikron. Thank you, friends and fellow adventurers, for tuning in to check out this fantastic one-shot that was written by our very own Reggie Morris, set in the world of Wymsoltin. Tune in next week to see if the high-level party is able to defeat or outsmart the massive rogue red dragon known as Ikron.
but you can hear this like loud, like booming voice. Who enters my domain? Who wishes for death?
No one, kind sir.
It's Jim from...
He's from Dunder Mifflin. He'd like to sell you paper.
We all point.
Okay.
Them.
Yeah. We all say Jim at one time.
Zenyr points at Jim too. Like everybody's like,
Stop
yeah.
flying for a second and go.
I always knew I was a scapegoat of this group.
So here's the thing. If
Hold the
now
party
there's
together.
intelligence we're talking about here,
Yeah.